ეს არის გლობალური ბაზრისთვის გათვლილი და შესაბამისად MOJVIX ასოცირდება რაღაც დიდთან, VIX კიდევ ფილმის ყურებასთან. შესაბამისად ეს ყველაფერი ამერიკელისთვის ძალიან მარტივად დასამახსოვრებელია და რადგან ფილმების ინდუსტრიაში შეეხება სახელიც მანდიდან მოდის. ესე იგი ჩვენ ლეონი არის კონკრეტულად ფილმეიკერი, ანუ იღებს ფილმს ჰოლივუდის დონეზე თქვენ წარმოედგინეთ, ანუ თუ გსმენია 247 და ასევე ლენდმაინ გოუს კლიკი მისი გადაღებულია, ჩვენ კიდევ ვართ ონლაინ მარკეტერები, ეს ერთად გავერთიანდით რაღაც კონკრეტული პროექტის მუშაობისას და გადავწყვიტეთ შეგვექმნა რაღაც ინოვაციური, რაღაც ახალი, რომელიც ასე ვთქვათ, შეცვლიდა მიმართულებას უშუალოდ ფილმის ყურების არა საქართველოში, არამედ გლობალურ ბაზარზე.
ვამატებთ იმ იდეას, რომ დღეს სახლიდან ფილმს როცა უყურებ მარტო ხარ და ჩვენ პლატფორმაზე კი მარტო აღარ იქნები და სხვებთან ერთად რაღაც საზოგადოებასთან ერთად ესწრები კინოსეანსებს, ანუ კი არ რაღაც ჩართავ და შენთვის კი არ უყურებ, სხვებთან ერთად ესწრები ონლაინ კინოსეანსს, სადაც შეგიძლია იჩერთაო, გაცვალო ემოციები და ინტერაქციაში იყო. ამით ეს არის ცვლილება.
Hi everyone.
That's almost good.
My name is Levan. Welcome to Georgia. Hope you had a good time while you're here. Okay, so let me tell you a brief story very quickly. I'm a filmmaker, and as any filmmaker in a virtual reality upcoming world, we were thinking about how to integrate movie making into virtual reality. And then at a certain point, we realized in that brainstorming that even if we wanted to make a movie, we thought, what if we make a theater, like virtual reality theater hall, where you can basically have a very good simulation of being watching a movie on a big screen, and then you can show any movie on a screen in a virtual reality instead of emerging into the film. Well, it's a different idea, but then we realized that the point of watching movies on a big screen is good, but then to do it with others is what makes more sense. And so we kind of postponed the virtual reality idea for later, and we realized that we need a community which will get together to watch movies first, and then we can talk about technologies and platforms. So MOJVIX is a community-based technology for home video market. And so what if we could interact and chat as we are watching our favorite movies, okay? That was the basic idea. And then to tell you about the industry, which you might know from consumer part, the films are released in theater, and those are called windows, home video, pay TV, free TV. And you know, when internet is becoming so active and the changes that we are all aware of, this industry really requires a big change because there is a 20 billion market which is decreasing in home video. Everybody's trying to get their share. And like, for example, here in between windows was Netflix between home theater, which was successful. And what we created is MOJVIX, which we think is between theatrical and home video run, a new window, okay? So why us? Because I'm a filmmaker myself, and I have already thought globally. I had made these two movies on the left are directed even by me. The third one is one that I produced with the Oscar-winning director, which was here in Georgia. And we have a bunch of other films. And so we know the industry, we have contacts. It's all international. My movies are in English language. It's released on your local markets. You can see that. And so that's Sarke Studio, and we teamed up with Advertise, which is CEO and technology company in Georgia, one of the leading ones. And so we created MOJVIX. And in contrast to iTunes and Netflix, films are released on MOJVIX instead of being there in a library. It's like multiplex theater. You go there, you have a choice. And then also, unlike competitors, we have times when the show's gonna run, and instead of being like completely on demand. And you see, a lack of on-demand functionality or a huge catalog might at first seem a little bit as a disadvantage, but think about it as an advantage, because that exactly gives us a technological opportunity to get people together to watch the movies. Not necessarily with friends, but with everyone else, peers that are on the same level. So, one of the challenges is to get the content, and filmmakers will love it. Actually, we have tested on various film festivals that my film went to with indie filmmakers, and you can see the companies that we are in touch and have talked about this. And filmmakers will love it because it cannot be pirated. You can download a movie, even from our site, grab it, but then you cannot simulate the experience of chat and being with others. It's a new window, actually, for a cash flow for any filmmaker, big or small. And what's very, very, very important is that we are going to be mining the kind of data that has never been there, because we can tell the filmmaker on a second base, like every second, what was the mood. And the mood is generated in an animation you can see from mood, emoji, chat, word cloud, or facial recognition. That's a feature and movie lovers will love it too, of course. And the business model is pretty simple. Instead of rental, you pay for admission. And 3 admissions, if you pay for 3 admissions, you get 1 month for free on all other shows, 99 for a year, and you can follow that logic, and you see that one film, one admission generates us $1 because 75% goes to the filmmakers, and or estimated $25 per year from the user, and so you see. That is how we base our acquisition strategy, because even if we spend $25, which is a lot to acquire a user online for a movie, it's a lot. Even if we spend all $25, that is, then compared to iTunes, you watch a movie, you don't care to share it with others. But if you're watching a movie on MOJVIX, you are kind of motivated to tell your friends about it. In 25 minutes, I'm attending this show on this movie. Come and join me, because yeah, you're there with others, but you want your friends to be there. So word of mouth and the technology itself is basically built on that. MOJVIX is a production-ready product. We've been working on it for over 15 months already, and it's web-based yet. It doesn't have applications yet ready, but we're going to be launching and testing it on Georgian market. We have a sponsor, Europet, who's going to be supporting that, has committed to support that. And the reason why we launch it here is because we want to test, not only for bugs, but also our marketing strategy and user experience, and what they are going to be. I mean, to learn. Georgian market is nothing for this project, and it's only global. It's I mean, our main target is North America, and you know that movie business is from there. And so, also, I want to say that MOJVIX is an API. As I said, we started with virtual reality idea and came to this. So we are very open. We know that things are going to change, and we're going to adapt to it. And so we built it as an API, not only for other systems, like think of Tinder, for example, implementing that when they get matched, then they can watch movie together there to continue the interaction. And so that's why. And also, you can make completely different, like a session for your, different ideas where you use the technology of chatting and watching video together, which is also, I have to mention, is a peer-to-peer, our proprietary protocol to stream the movies, which saves a lot of traffic from the server, because people change the data among each other. Sorry.
Yeah. Very good. Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, question: Have you made any research or in the survey to figure out if people really want to sit online and watch at the same time?
Yes, we first made the product in a very not very well designed, and then we tested it among our friends and the friends of our friends, and we had like about 200 shows, and we observed the behavior, and it's fun. In the beginning you might say, when I watch a movie, I don't want a distraction, but nobody does. So when the movie gets to the point where distraction or the comment is going to make sense, that's where people start to interact. But it's before, during, and after the show that the process happens. So during the show, you might be not that much active, or somebody might leave earlier, but the conversation happens and everybody is very happy. At least that's Georgian. That's why we're trying to start it in Georgia. But this has a chance to success among the users.
Of
Sure. Sure?
Are you more of a streaming service or a relationship kind of chat service on top of movies?
Good question.
Which of the two?
Good question. You know, I guess we'll have to figure that out exactly. But it's a streaming service, which is a technology that we created. We're not using any other streaming protocols. We created this because this is a very unique situation where you're streaming that. That's what API is. And technically speaking, it's a platform for watching movies together. So it's more a community for us than just a streaming service.
And do you limit or can I limit the number of people in a chat room?
Well, you know,
it
it's
public?
generated in a way that you attend the movie and then in a chat room, there is a split up of what we call parties. So then maybe there are 1,000 people watching together, and then they split up, and everybody generates their own party, and there is a little bit competition there as well to fill that up. I mean, I cannot say everything in 7 minutes, but I assure you, it's a very well thought of product, because I started as a businessman and marketing professional in this country, and then became a filmmaker because I was making TV commercials, and then I loved making it and started making movies. And so my mind is all in marketing, filmmaking, and with the team that I joined, I mean, we really did a good job to think about all those details. I didn't show you, but not only it's a chat, I didn't pay. Okay, so here, for example, this is what we call a blurb wall. So anybody after finishing watching the movie can express their opinion, not only by saying how many stars they gave, but also express it in 200 character blurb. And then the blurb interaction happens there. So now when you're selecting a movie, you don't only have to trust the filmmaker in their synopsis or a trailer, but see what others have to say on a wall. So if I click on one of the movies, this wall will change only with the blurbs of that movie. But if I don't, it's just a general wall where it's custom for me, like on Facebook. I mean, general technology. Sure.
Actually, so I was working at Facebook when Barack Obama was elected, and the campaign leading up to the election, we experimented for the first time with live feed, live Facebook chat feed beside the live stream, also the inauguration and everything. And at those events, people are super engaged. And I can imagine that in movie premieres, Olympics, sport, and big sport events, Super Bowl, political
TV
events like
series
this are very, very engaging. I'm not sure about a movie that has been on the market for a while.
No.
10 guys comes together and watch it will really be that engaging, but so there is something in it, but the question is
you'll
where.
see the declining space. I think the aha I picked up on this is a Nielsen rating killer, potentially. The data from this real time. I know the people, in fact, Zach, you're in LA now, so right, this is your world. I know the people in the movie industry there, and they're struggling with exactly this. In fact, I would assume they may already be thinking.
When I talk about this with the companies below, and I do have access with these companies and on top executive level, you know, that's a fascinating part. The biggest part is this. That's why they like it. That's why they want to support it. First of course, I have to make it, but launch
Hurry
it.
up,
But
hurry up.
we are in a hurry because, you know. But yeah, that data. You know, I'm a filmmaker myself. I go to screenings of the movie, of my own movie, on festivals to see how they react. If I had that data, my movies would become better and better in
Real
future.
time, better and
Real
better.
time,
Yeah.
yes. That's the kind of data here is just really, really important
But
for
I guess
anything.
the question really is, what's the incentive for the user to share that data? Like the reason why those sort of like audience scoring things work is because I'm getting paid $50 to like, you know, turn this little dial that makes me happy, makes me sad. You're not paying me $50 here, so I'm kind of.
But I'm not paying you $50, but I'm getting you to be a part of the community where those are the kind of rules which make the process fun. So, you know, it's not for the money; it's for your real emotions. You're sitting there. Our camera will detect your face, and if you're sad, we'll say you're sad. If you allow us.
It's the first time you just said that.
No, I did.
you did?
Look
I missed it.
at the slide.
Yeah.
up.
I remember.
I didn't catch that. Yeah.
Okay, so,
got
yeah.
it. Sorry, that was my
Yeah,
fault.
but you know, we're mining the data, and we're gonna use
You're
that.
watching me. That's cool.
Well, Intel put a lot of money into that.
Scary.
Yeah,
Often.
Yeah, no,
Very good. Excellent. Any other comments?
That's super cool. That's
Yeah,
my
well
comment.
done.
That was a great pitch.
thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice time in Georgia.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to take a break now, 10 minutes.
ჩვენი უთხარით რა და დანარჩენი მათი შესაძლებელია მგონი კარგად გაიგეს გაუგებარი არაფერი არ იყო და ეხლა არ ნიშნავს რომ კარგია და მოეწონათ ან არ მოეწონათ თავარია ნათელი იყო ფიჩის ამოცანაც ეს არის და
ეს თავისთავად კმაყოფილიათ.
კი, რა თქმა უნდა, ლევანო პრინციპში 7 წუთში შეძლო ის ეთქვა, რაც რაზეც წელიწად ნახევარია მუშაობთ და ეს არარეალური დრო, არარეალურია, მაგრამ ლევანმა შეძლო, მოკლედ.
რაც უფრო მეტი კითხვა იქნება, მით უკეთესია, იმიტომ რომ დაინტერესება არის მათი მხრიდან. თან იყო კითხვები, რომელიც შეიძლება 7 წუთიან პრეზენტაციაში არ ყოფილიყო, მაგრამ დაზუსტდა და მეტი ინფორმაცია მეწოდა. ასე რომ, პირიქით ძალიან კარგი კითხვები იყო და მოხარული ვარ ეს.